From the NewYorkPost.com, we get this story. An Oklahoma City police officer has been terminated for misconduct after he allegedly left a piece of a victim's ear at a crime scene, but not before he took unauthorized photos of the gruesome evidence, according to reports.
Well, Officer Devin Frazier was only on the job for a little over 2 years. There was a predetermination hearing in January. Then May 5th, he appeared in front of the deputy chief. 9 days later, he was fired. Some of the allegations are that Frazier reportedly used his personal phone to photograph evidence without approval, failed to collect and preserve that detached ear as evidence. It goes on to say Frazier inaccurately documented how he used his phone to photograph evidence.
A couple had been involved in a fight when the man refused to leave the residence and tossed the woman's phone, according to a police report obtained by the station.
The 10 allegations listed in this May 14th termination letter stem from a fight at this apartment complex near 36th and Meridian the night of September 15th, 2020. Officer Frazier responding to that scene where a woman bit part of a man's ear off during a domestic incident.
The woman then allegedly took the man to the ground and chomped down on his right ear. The police report states she bit off a small portion of the right ear. Frazier, who responded to the scene, failed to properly collect the grisly evidence and then used his personal cell phone to take photos at the scene without authorization. He also did not complete a domestic violence risk assessment report, according to his termination letter. Frazier appeared before Deputy Chief Brian Jennings for a hearing earlier this month, and the 10 allegations he faced were all sustained, KOCO reported.
Frazier also exchanged inappropriate messages with an unidentified person, provided an unauthorized person with information from his work computer, and failed to take appropriate action during the crime scene. It also states Frazier was speeding in his patrol unit after the incident, going as high as 115 miles an hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone. Chief Wade Gorley says his actions demonstrate a complete lack of integrity, constitute a willful and wanton disregard for the department's core values. Now, court records also show that Frazier reported a crime falsely in November. We also show that court documents show that he and his wife filed protective orders against each other. They've also both filed for divorce separately. Reporting live from the police department tonight, Patrina Adger, KOCO 5 News.
So here's a cop that's out of control, 115 miles per hour to 65. Inappropriate text messages, leaves evidence at a crime scene of a domestic violence call without doing a domestic violence risk assessment. Basically, he just wasn't doing his job properly. I don't know. Was he trained? Did he have an FTO, a field training officer? But here's another one where this cop gets, terminated for all of this stuff. I don't know, taking photos, I guess that would be, accidentally left part of the evidence. I guess that's a reason for termination. Let me know in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos, that's law enforcement officers, to include those that can't hear the ear, and from coast to coast.